All right, guys. A request came in late last night from Matt. He's looking to see if you could make some sort of a connection between phone sites and Google Sheets. And the reason for doing something like that is if you wanted to track all your leads coming through a Sheets file. That way, multiple people could check it out and keep tabs of all your leads and maybe do some analysis and so forth. But yeah, that can be done. It's really easy. You can use Zapier to create an integration. I'm just going to walk through that process really quickly. And while I do that, I actually want to see if you create maybe like two different funnels, if we can have that Sheets file show where leads are coming in from each different funnel. That way you don't have to create 18,000 different Google Sheets files, one for each funnel that you create. All right, so jumping over really quickly, I have two different funnels. They're just like demo funnels, really. They're not anything I'm really using. One of these I just created this morning to create a video to show someone how to set up a custom domain. So I'll probably actually use this dummy fake phone site user support videos domain just for creating little videos like this to help out users whenever they have issues. So anyways, you'll want to jump to the settings page in PhoneSites, and that's where you're going to drop in a URL from Zapier whenever you're creating this integration. Now, something to point out, if you're creating a funnel that has like one page that collects your information that you want to put into Sheets, that is the page that you want to put your Zapier post webhook URL into. If you have multiple pages where you're collecting information, then you'll need to add in on the settings page for each one of those pages, you'll need to put in this URL. If you have just like a thank you page or something like that where you're not collecting information, you don't need to put that URL in here. So this particular funnel, I only created one page. I'm on that one page, and then I went into the settings page, and then you just scroll down here, and you're looking for post webhook. Now, when you load this page, it's not going to have that URL in there. I copied that from Zapier and added that in, but we're actually not going to use that because it's an old URL. Let me get rid of that. It doesn't confuse anyone. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. All right. So these are the two different funnels where I'm going to be collecting information from. So I guess I should have looked really quickly to see what are the fields that I have I'm collecting information from. So name, email, okay, phone. Let's add phone in there. Save this. And just to make one of these a little different, I'm not going to have name, phone, and email for this one. Name, phone, email. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to select save. Back over here to settings. Back over here to settings. Now I want to go into Zapier and Sheets. So you'll need to create a new Google Sheets file if you haven't already. And then you'll need to set up the column headers. I just want to move this over really quickly. Add in email. Okay, so when you set up this Zapier integration, you'll see it here in a second. You can have multiple worksheets set up in your Google Sheets file. You only really need it to go in one sheet. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to have it go to sheet 1 here. I want to jump into Zapier. I don't know how this is going to look on your end, if it's going to sort by, actually I think it's going to sort by popular actually. Let's see that now. Anyways, looks like Google Sheets is one of the most popular ones, so I'm going to select that. But if that didn't show up there for you, you could search right in here. Google Sheets. I already had that there, so I didn't have to. I'm just showing you. But select that. And then webhooks by Zapier, that's the integration that we're making here. That's not going to be pre-populated here for you. It's just because I've used this before. It pre-populated a guest based upon my previous selection. So let's just show what it would look like if you didn't have that. Come on. I think that's not working. Start from scratch here. So Google Sheets. And then the next thing is I would type in Zapier. Oops, wrong. Oh my gosh. Like that. And then scroll down. And then Zapier is going to show you the different combinations that you can make here. the one that you want is add info to a Google Sheet from new webhook post. So basically what you're going to have is Zapier has created something called a webhook by Zapier that they have where it's going to create a unique URL that you're going to go back onto the PhoneSites page, drop that in there. Anytime someone is completing a PhoneSites funnel, that information is going to flow through Sheets. Just want to make sure that's still recording. Okay, so I'm going to select use as Zap. This is going to take a few seconds to load here. So I'm going to read. Come on. And it's going to tell you more about this Zapier integration. You can read through that if you want to. I'm just going to select create this Zap. Go back over here and close this tab because I don't need that anymore. Okay, so catch hook. Okay, it's fine. So basically what that's just saying is you're creating this catch hook. It's going to be waiting for a new post. A post is the record that's going to be posted whenever someone has submitted your form in the funnel. So I'm going to select continue. This next page is going to give you the URL that you need. Actually, it's on the next page. Don't change anything here. You don't need to. This is just if there are certain child keys, don't worry about that. This is all kind of like database stuff. Don't need to know about that. Select continue. I didn't change anything there. Now on this page, I can go and grab my URL that I want. I'm not going to change this silent mode URL, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to copy to clipboard. And then I'm going to go back over to my PhoneSites funnels. I'm going to scroll down. Again, I'm on my settings page here. I'm going to drop down here to post webhook, paste that Zapier URL in here, save it. Settings page for the second funnel, post webhook, drop that in, select save. Okay, all right, go back over to Zapier, and I'm gonna say, okay, I did this, and then I'm not gonna worry about this. This is gonna, okay, so now it's searching for data using this hook. It's kind of testing it essentially to make this integration work. So what you need to do is now you need to go back to one of these funnels, and you need to go back to, after you've saved this, make sure you've got this saved. Go back to, oh, sorry, you don't need to go back to the design page. You want to select view. That way you can get some information here. Because that post of this data for your funnel now needs to be propagated so that way Zapier can test this and make sure that this is going to work. So it did. So it found that. Select continue. Okay, so now this is just prompting you saying, okay, the next step in the process here is we're going to be creating a new record in this spreadsheet. So just so that you know, as people are filling out your funnels, it's not going to overwrite any rows in Sheets. It's just going to keep creating a new row if you have the integration set up for your funnel. Okay, so now you need to integrate with your account. So I've already done this like 4 times because I've been playing around with this a little bit, and setting up different zaps and so forth. So I'm just going to go ahead and select this one up here. These are all going to the same account. I can get rid of these other ones if I need to, but select test, and this is just going to confirm or check that it's connected to this account, and save and continue. So now on this page, we're going to select the correct spreadsheet. So you probably have a bunch of Google Sheets files already set up, so that's where you got to find spreadsheet. It should order it by the most recently used spreadsheet. If you're trying to connect to one that isn't the most recent, you just like scroll down through here and try to find that really quickly, or you could search. So PhoneSites Zapier integration is the one that I had created over here. I've already put in my column headers there. So, okay, so worksheet, this is where you'd select sheet 1 because this is the one that I want to use. I don't want to use sheets 2, 3, or 4 because I don't have anything in them. I could if I want to, but I don't have anything there. I don't intend on using them. Okay, after you've selected sheet 1, this is going to find the column headers that we've put into sheet 1. Name, phone, email, page. Now you need to map this back to what's in your funnels. All right, so select this, and I want to map the name to the name field, map phone. So when I ran my test earlier, it didn't find phone because whatever funnel I had created noticed that there wasn't a phone field. Let's see, I haven't done this yet where I'm trying to integrate this with multiple pages or multiple funnels, so that not work. I don't know. I might need to actually go back and test that out on Zapier as well. Let's see what. This is not confusing anyone. Yes, missing choices, complete step one. Let's go back to step one. Retest QuickBooks by Zapier. Okay, I did this. So you wouldn't have to go back and retest this if you're only setting up one sheet to one funnel, but I'm trying to set up two funnels to one sheet. And it worked. Okay, so it was able to find the phone number after I had submitted information from that second funnel. Okay. If that confuses you, let me know. I can create another video where I only create one integration between one funnel, one Google Sheet. All right, so I need to map my email, and then now I can map pages. So, right, so that's all mapped out, and this is just giving you some sample information. Send test to Google Sheets. So let's see if it sends one or two. It might send two records. Okay, it only sent one. That's fine. I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to go back to my Zap, select Finish. And it's automating. It's going to turn it on here in a second. Cool. All right. So if I wanted to create another Zap, I will. Let's see. I'm going to go back to, okay, just to show you, I have nothing in my Sheets file now. I'm going to go back over here to my funnels, and I'm going to refresh this. And I'm going to submit data one by one through these funnels and just show you what's going on here. So this is the funnel where I have my phone number. Okay, that's submitted. Let's go back over here to Sheets. And there we go. So there's my first submission through that one funnel, the used car dealer funnel. Now let's go through the other funnel. Let's go. Form submitted. And there we go. All right, so this works. You can set up multiple funnels, integrate with one Sheets file, and you can see. So if you wanted to like do any filtering or anything like that to do some analysis and see which funnels are generating more leads and so forth, you can do that. I will create another video where I just show one funnel and one Google Sheets file in case this had confused anyone.